these two right here. And the first meeting, aren't they wonderful together? And like Thomas would say, it's like casting a movie. It was more about chemistry than about history or being accurate or being thorough. It was more about how would these three people be together, and it was a great experiment. So I'm thrilled.
Thomas, the whole thing was your idea in the first place. How did it go from your idea, Dean's idea, to the three?
This is kind of a surreal moment, to be honest with you, because you know, as somebody that grew up very poor in the middle of nowhere, to be standing next to these guys is pretty crazy. So, you know, I run a movie studio for a living, so that's what I do. But I play play guitar, and I've been passionate about it for a long time, but never really saw anything that I felt like captured the essence. Instead of like car crashes or whatever the story might be, of what is it that makes people pick up an instrument. And so Guitar Hero is the biggest video game. There's all these top 50 lists, and I thought, what is it about this instrument in particular that just all over the world seems to symbolize blues and rock and everything. And I happen to know a fairly good director, so I called Davis. Yeah, right. And what's remarkable about it is really going 3 for 3, like making a list and saying like, well, I'll never do it, but this would be the dream. And I remember when he first called and said, Jimmy Page said yes. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I want one of those. Woo! We love you, Jimmy.
So you guys gonna form like an all-star group band now? Some shoes, please. What was the process like if Davis was interviewed? Would he like call you up every once in a while and say, I gotta shoot more, I gotta ask you more questions, or how was it from your end?
Well, the interesting thing is when we actually came together in LA to play, he was very crafty about keeping us all far apart, so there was like the central stage that we were going to play with all the instruments, so we kept him like he's playing it separate. So there was no conferring in so when we were up there, we were really, having to put it together on the spot, and I guess that's what a documentary maker does, so there was no sort of tripping his notes or anything.
Jack, how does this film different from other things you do, music videos or other interviews? What made this different in that respect? Thanks, Paige.
Well, the interesting part about it, I thought, was first off, it just seemed like Davis didn't really know what kind of movie he wanted to make, and I like that idea. It sounds funny, but it actually is true. When people kind of come in with definite goals of, I'm going to make, Superman 8 or whatever, you kind of think, well, it might not work out. But if you kind of come in and say, well, it's sort of about this, and it's sort of about this, and it's sort of about that, then now we can get somewhere, And I like the idea that it was about something, mechanical that, 3 people all have a different take on. And not just 3 people, but millions of people all have a take on. Why do we care about this 6-string instrument? Why don't we like the sitar? Why isn't the clarinet? Why do so many people fascinated about the Hungerwood? That's what interests me.
I think it's the electric part.
Oh, it's the electric part.
Leslie, you had to wrangle all this as the producer. What kind of feat was that?
Well, I too was really surprised. Davis took this trip to New York, and we were all nervous and pacing and walking around at these big meetings with Jimmy's manager, and we were all sitting on pins and needles. And once he said yes,